Hello there. Today we're going to be ranking every single Nintendo controller, but not by greatness, but by how well they would do in a fight. First off, we have the famous NES controller. This one would actually be pretty good because its general shape is just like a brick, so if you just use that wire and swing it around, it could do some pretty serious damage. Easy A tier. Now we have the SNES controller. This one is very similar to the NES controller, but it's slightly worse because it has smooth edges compared to the NES which had sharp, angular edges. So this one is going in B tier. Now we have the Nintendo 64 controller. This one is infamous for looking really weird and its three-pronged setup, but that wouldn't exactly help it though. It doesn't have the same brick-like shape as the other two controllers before it, but because it is bigger and has more weight, I'm going to put it at the same rank as the SNES controller, B tier. Now we have what many agree to be the best controller of all time, the GameCube controller. This one is kind of similar to the N64 one, but it's better because it has more bumps and ridges, so if you were to fight using this, it would probably cause a bit more pain than the N64 controller. So for that, it gets A tier. Now we have the literal definition of a weapon, the Wiimote and Nunchuck. The Wii Nunchuck, it's on a wire and it's basically similar to the NES controller, but it's even in the name. This works so well as a weapon. Easy S tier. And now we have the Wii U gamepad. The Wii U gamepad is really bulky and heavy, so you can't use it as a projectile, and even if you're just smacking it in someone's face, you can't really use it that much until it just breaks. For that, we have to give it a very sad C tier. Now we have the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. These are actually pretty good because they're small, compact, and easily throwable. So even without the Joy-Con straps, they're still pretty great. Put them in A tier. And surprise, we're adding 2 more controllers to the ranking just because I felt like it. First up, we have the NES Zapper of these two. The NES Zapper, sadly both of these guns don't actually shoot, but it's pretty compact and if you were to use it on someone's face and just keep ramming it and smacking it, it could do pretty well. So this gets A tier. And for last but certainly not least, we have the SNES Bazooka gun. The NES Bazooka gun is way heavier and the way you hold it is a bit off, so it's slightly worse than the NES Zapper, but the weight does help, so I'm going to put it in B tier. And now, our tier list based off how well the Nintendo controllers would do in the fight is complete. If you really like this video, you can give it a like, and if you appreciate my other videos, which you don't really have to, you can subscribe, but it's completely optional. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.